fini, poca fini. Mama yalla, chérie fini yalla. Mama yalla, chérie fini, poca fini. Petit bitches kuyatla, bitches kuyatla. C'est clair, le taré mettant pour nourrir. Ah, quoi ça, maman? Bah, ok, petit joker. Là, tu sais qu'on y a des bouillades. Autre jamais bouillade. C'est où ça? C'est Yoteka. Yota, marche.
Is always a better choice. My one and only station.
DBS Radio.
Fair and balanced, unbiased and clear, concise and accurate. This is the DBS Evening News. Here now is your presenter with the headlines.
In the headlines, featured speaker for the Goodwill Primary School police officer Alexia Louis Joseph has told the graduates that greatness does not depend on where you come from. In news from the region, incoming chairman of CARICOM pledges to bring regional body closer to the people. And internationally, French government faces criticism over heatwave death toll. Good evening, I am Leila Langford. Details of the news when we return.
Bundle and watch $98 flow back into your pocket. It's simple. Just add mobile to broadband and save big with Flow. Get fiber fast Wi-Fi at home and all the data you need on the go. We've got you covered everywhere. So what are you waiting for? It's connection times 2 and up to $98 in savings for you. Add mobile to broadband today and take your connection to the next level. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
DBS News.
Welcome back. Featured speaker for the Goodwill Primary School police officer Alexia Louis Joseph has told the graduates that greatness does not depend on where you come from. 37 students graduated from the Goodwill Primary School this afternoon.
Graduates, I share my story to not boast, but to encourage you. I want every one of you to understand that greatness does not depend on where you come from, but our willingness to dream, to persevere, and to work hard. Humble beginnings can produce extraordinary outcomes. Today, we gather to celebrate you. This is your day. Celebrate your achievements. Celebrate your growth. Celebrate the friendships you have built and the memories you have created. You have worked hard to reach this milestone, and you deserve to be proud of yourself. But as we celebrate today, we must also recognize those who have helped us along the way. Always thank your principal, your teachers, your parents, and the guardians, because they are the ones who have been the real engine towards your success.
Featured speaker for the Goodwill Primary School police officer Alexia Louis Joseph. The top GSAT award went to Ronella Thomas. Kizara Benjamin was named valedictorian. The salutatorian award went to Ronella Thomas, and the principal's award went to Kevon Horsey. The Rotary Club of Portsmouth, in collaboration with the Medical Ministry International, has completed over 60 cataract surgeries during the 2026 Eye Mission in Dominica. This marks the second consecutive year that the Rotary Club of Portsmouth has partnered with the International Organization for this initiative. This year's mission emphasized capacity building and skill enhancement among healthcare professionals.
The Rotary Club of Portsmouth is proud to announce the successful completion of this year's Medical Ministry International Eye Mission, which saw more than 60 cataract surgeries completed over a 2-week period. This marks the second consecutive year that Medical Ministry International has partnered with the Rotary Club of Portsmouth, the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, and the Ministry of Health to improve eye care services in Dominica. This year's mission focused not only on restoring sight, but also on building local capacity. 3 local surgeons received hands-on training and mentorship from the MMI surgical team led by Dr. Ralph Crew, while local nurses also benefited from specialized training to strengthen the country's eye care services. The Rotary Club of Portsmouth extends heartfelt gratitude to Medical Ministry International, the Ministry of Health, the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, and all volunteers and partners who made this initiative possible.
Public Image Chair for the Rotary Club of Portsmouth, Kalisha Aaron. Principal of St. Martin Primary School, Brunette Morrow, has announced a 100% pass rate in the Grade 6 National Assessment for 2026. She told the graduation ceremony for the school this morning that the school's performance represents another outstanding year at the Grade 6 National Assessment.
The Grade 6 National Assessment results once again demonstrated that St. Martin Primary School continues to maintain its reputation as a high-performing institution committed to academic excellence. We are proud to report that all 67 students who sat the examinations were successful, resulting in 100% pass rate. Among the achievements, we received 21 students attained scholarships. 14 students received bursaries, reflecting both academic excellence and the determination of our students and teachers. Outstanding individual performances were also recorded, with 6 students attaining 4 grade A's and achieving overall averages of 90% or higher. The highest average is an exceptional 97%. In addition, 1 student attained 3 grade A's and 1 grade B, while earning an impressive overall average of 95%. Academic performance across this group remained exceptionally strong. 20 students achieved averages of 85% or above, representing approximately 30% of our graduating class.
Principal of the St. Martin Primary School, Brunette Morrow. The third Marcia Tricia Rodney Scholarship has been awarded to 6 students of the St. Martin Primary School. The scholarship is an initiative of the James Rodney's family to maintain the legacy of Marcia, who was 12 years old when she passed. Brother of the late Marcia, James Rodney, presented the scholarship awards at the graduation ceremony of the St. Martin Primary School this morning.
In 2024, the Marissa Tricia Rodney Scholarship Initiative, a dream that took over 20 years to become a reality, was established when we presented a first-year scholarship to Emily Thomas as the inaugural recipient, who is now at the Convent High School. By all reports, she is making her family proud and showing why she was deserving. In 2025, we presented 3 students with first-year scholarships to attend secondary school, namely Michaela Charles, Amy Libla, and Ashanti Alfred. At that time, it was seen as significant growth after just 1 year. Thanks to a genuine collaboration with shipping giant King Ocean Services, who identified with this initiative, and reached out in partnership to give our students an opportunity for higher education. Now, in 2026, the Marissa Tricia Rodney Scholarship Program has grown even more. It gives me a humble position, yet emotional fulfillment to announce that for this year, we are pleased to announce that 6 students will be awarded first-year scholarship toward their secondary school journey.
James Rodney, brother of the late Marissa Tricia Rodney. The recipients of the 3rd Marissa Tricia Rodney Scholarship are Michaela Shajak, Emily George, Jalita Alcid, Harmony Hunter, Liana Wilson, and Jasilis Joseph. In other news, medical doctor Velda Wade has called for action to curb tobacco use in Dominica. She told the annual general meeting of the Dominica Cancer Society at the weekend that tobacco use is one of the causes of cancers. She revealed that Dominica is under attack from cancer with 300 cases being reported.
According to the World Health Organization and the International Agency for Research on Cancer, up to 40% of all cancer cases globally could be prevented. This means if we change our environmental and infectious risk factors, we each have the power to prevent 40% of all cancers. Tobacco is the leading preventable cause of cancer. By 15% of all cancer cases globally. If you are a tobacco smoker listening to these words, are you going to stop smoking? Or at least try? You have that power. We are all victims of secondhand smoking. So where is the outcry against tobacco smoking in public spaces? We have that power. To those of us who are policymakers, are we looking into laws to curb public smoking or even curb tobacco importation? You have that power.
Medical doctor Velda Wade. Featured speaker at the St. Martin's Secondary School graduation ceremony, Edina John Baptist Allen, has encouraged this year's graduates to build their future on the principles of courage, discipline, and purpose. Addressing the graduating class, John Baptist Allen said, "Courage is about pressing forward despite fear, noting that setbacks should never prevent young people from pursuing their goals."
So regardless which road you take or wherever life takes you, I want you to remember, number one, courage. Courage doesn't mean that you can never fail or you are never afraid. It means moving forward even when fear is present. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when opportunities feel bigger than your confidence, and when failure feels possible. Keep stepping into the unknown. Have courage. Number two, and whenever you hear that word, this represents St. Martin Secondary School. Discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. Because the truth is, motivation always comes and goes. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, and unprepared. But having discipline is to keep showing up regardless. And lastly, purpose. Never lose sight of where you started. Your purpose gives meaning to your journey. Whether your dream is to become a teacher, a leader, a hairstylist, a makeup artist, even a nail tech, let it be something that when you do, it leaves an impact on others. When your purpose is clear, even difficult season becomes easy to overcome. So always remember why you started.
Featured speaker at the St. Martin's Secondary School graduation ceremony, Edina John Baptist Allen. She further encouraged the students not to compare their lives to what they see on social media, reminding them that online platforms often showcase only highlights rather than the challenges people face.
Take your time to create your own story. Don't let social media convince you that you are falling behind. So often we focus on what's out there on WhatsApp, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. People share only 30 seconds of their lives, and we use that to say that they are doing well or they are achieving. Create your own path. Celebrate your achievements. Sometimes people really show their struggles, their setbacks, their sacrifices, and their failures. Do not compare your everyday life with someone else's highlights. Run your own race. Your journey is unique. Your success doesn't have to look like everyone else. Focus on becoming your own vision of yourself.
Featured speaker at the St. Martin's Secondary School, Edina John Baptist Allen. The 2026 Valedictorian Award went to Janae Barker. Salutatorian went to Kader Simon. She also received the Student of the Year Award and the Principal's Award. That's the national focus, regional and international developments up next.
$98 flow back into your pocket. It's simple. Just add mobile to broadband and save big with Flow. Get fiber fast Wi-Fi at home and all the data you need on the go. We've got you covered everywhere. So what are you waiting for? It's connection times 2 and up to $98 in savings for you. Add mobile to broadband today and take your connection to the next level. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
DBS News.
In news from the region, incoming chairman of CARICOM and Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Philip Japier, says his priority is to ensure that the Caribbean community delivers tangible benefits to the people of the region. In a statement following his appointment as the incoming chairman, Prime Minister Pierce said the regional organization must be more visible in the everyday lives of Caribbean citizens and not be confined to meetings and policy declarations.
During my tenure as chairman, my commitment is clear. CARICOM must continue to move closer to the people. It must be seen and felt not only in meetings and declarations, but also in communities, schools, businesses, homes, and in the opportunities available to every Caribbean citizen. We must strengthen our unity. The Caribbean is strongest when we work together.
Incoming chairman of CARICOM and Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Philip Japier. And internationally, France's government is facing mounting political criticism over its response to the recent record-breaking heat wave that swept across Europe. A French politics editor with France 24 says opposition parties on both the left and right say the country was unprepared as France recorded an estimated 1,000 excess deaths linked to the extreme heat.
The criticism is about not being prepared for this, despite all the warnings for years. Climate experts, even government ministers have said we need to be prepared, not just in theory, but in practical terms, in terms of adapting to climate change. There have been piles of reports of warnings that this was about to happen, and so this is why there is criticism that the government didn't see it coming despite all the warnings. But obviously France finds in a situation where there's a political instability, that there's a belt tightening because of the budgetary situation, and clearly the environment has not been a priority. There have been major cuts.
A French politics editor with France 24, Marc Pelma. That's news, the DBS Evening Sports Report. Up next with Alian Christopher.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Bundle and watch $98 flow back into your pocket. It's simple. Just add mobile to broadband and save big with Flow. Get fiber fast Wi-Fi at home and all the data you need on the go. We've got you covered everywhere. So what are you waiting for? It's connection times 2 and up to $98 in savings for you. Add mobile to broadband today and take your connection to the next level. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
Good evening, welcome to this evening's Sport Report. First up, the West Indies women's hopes of World Cup glory ended on Tuesday as the regional side was sent crashing out of the semi-finals to the mighty Australians. West Indies batting first were restricted to 125 for 7 in their 20 overs. Hayley Matthews got 30. Deandra Doughton, a quick-fire 26 of 16 balls after recovering from a bout of illness to start the match, and Shumane Campbell, 22. Australia in reply raced to 127 for 2 in 13 overs. Beth Mooney hit an unbeaten 61. Hayley Matthews took 1 for 23 and Chanel Henry 1 for 20 as well. Australia won by 8 wickets. The West Indies women's captain Hayley Matthews said it was a tough game.
Maybe a bit of both. I feel like we did not have our best game or played to our full potential for the entire tournament. We felt like our great game could have looked a lot better than that, but we weren't able to execute, I think, in any of the matches. A full team performance to pull together a really, really good performance by everyone, I guess.
How much does it throw you as well when you've had the national anthems, you've got everyone on board ready to go out there and put a big total on the board, and then all of a sudden you hear that Deandra Doughton has gone off and is being assessed?
Yeah, I think it was probably a bit scary for some of us. She's obviously a massive fighter and someone you never see go down. So to see her pretty much almost passing out like that after the anthem was a bit scary, but yeah, just a bit of a medical emergency, but at the same time it shows how much of a fighter she is, the way that she was able to come back out, and not only come back out, but try to throw a few punches at the Aussies as well, speaks a lot of her character.
Windies captain Hayley Matthews. The World Cup semi-finals will continue on Thursday with South Africa playing England. West Indies Test captain Roston Chase says that Kemar Roach is a true legend of West Indies cricket. Roach over the weekend joined the exclusive 300-wicket club that's joining just a handful of West Indians to achieve the feat. Chase says the way in which Roach has been able to evolve his game over the years is a true measure of the work he has put in.
Yeah, I think Kemar Roach is a modern-day legend. He's a guy that was here from when I first came into the team, and he's still here right now, so that just goes to show you the longevity that this guy has in his career and how he's changed over his career. When he first came out, he was a speedster, bowling probably 95 miles, but with some injuries and stuff, he still showed his class, because lots of guys get injuries and they never come back, or they're never the same, or never as potent as they are from before. But I think he got those injuries and he still had that ability and the skill to change his game and become more a swing and more a line bowler than a pace bowler in that sense. So I just want to say congrats to Kemar. I think is really deserved. If anyone's to get it that I've played with is Kemar.
West Indies Test captain Roston Chase. The West Indies will meet Sri Lanka in the second test starting Friday. Meantime, the West Indies have announced that Guyana all-rounder Kimo Paul has been added to the squad for the second test against Sri Lanka. Paul took 13 wickets in the 4-match regional season this year and scored 212 runs at an average of 30. Paul is expected to be available for the start of Wednesday's training session. And Manchester City striker Erling Haaland got the late winner to power Norway into the round of 16 of the FIFA World Cup. Haaland's 86-minute goal proved to be the difference as Norway beat the Ivory Coast 2-1. The World Cup will continue tonight with Mexico playing Ecuador at 9 p.m. Currently, France are 2-0 up on Sweden, goals coming from Kylian Mbappe and Bradley Barcola. The 2026 National Netball title is up for grabs tonight as the curtains come down on the Big Edge Financial Express National Netball League. two undefeated teams will clash at the Winter Park this evening to decide the title. Defending champions, the Spartans, will meet the Celtics in the Big Showdown. That game gets underway from 6:30. And former national cricket captain Julian Robinson has announced his retirement from the national cricket team. The former Windward Island opener his announcement comes just a few weeks ahead of the Windward Island Senior Men's Cricket Tournament. The 32-year-old Robinson says it was a tough decision, but the time is right to walk away now.
One of the tougher decisions I've had to make in a long time, it's been 15 years representing Dominica from different age group levels all the way to senior team, same for Windwards, had the opportunity to lead every single age group up to senior team as well. So it was a tough decision, and this one has been looming, I can safely say, over almost 8 months. Sleeping on it, back and forth on it. But I just think after 15 years of service, I've run my race. I honestly want to thank the association, my family, friends for the support over the years.
And Jalan, you would have made it to the Windward Islands volcanoes. You would have had some first-class experience. Overall, how would you describe your career? Do you think that you achieved most of the goals that you wanted to achieve?
I think most of the goals, I have achieved them. Like I said earlier, representing your country at any level is an honor. Leading your country at any level is an honor. You can only way to the top. Windwards, I think as a young athlete, it wasn't always easy. I was in a time where I played with the likes of Western's coach now, Sammy, Devon Smith, Liam, Shane. I've come up against some pretty recognized international players. So I can safely say it was a tough journey, but I think most of my goals I set out as a cricketer, I have achieved them.
Former national cricket captain Julian Robinson. President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Bailey Doctrove, believes Thea Laffogatson's world-leading jump last weekend has positioned her for even bigger things for the remainder of the year. Laffogatson jumped a career-best 15.25 meters in the women's triple jump finals in Croatia. The 15.25 is ranked in the top 10 all-time. Doctrove says Thea continues to blaze the way on the international stage.
I'm so excited because her last 3 jumps, she herself said that it was not what she anticipated, but she told me, Billy, I am working on it and it will get there soon. So she really delivered in Zagreb, and we are all excited. And I just want to call on every Dominican, around the world, and also the private and public sector in Dominica, to continue supporting and encouraging our sportsmen and women. When our affiliates reach out to you, especially the business organizations, for assistance and support, please reach out. Please support them.
President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Bailey Doctrove. He says there are a number of international events carded for the rest of the year and is hopeful for more success.
So right now, we are preparing for quite a few games during the summer period. We have the OECS games in St. Kitts. We have the CAC games. We have the NACAC under 18 and under 23 games. We have the World Juniors. We have the Commonwealth Games, and we have the Youth Olympic Games. And I'm very excited because since Tia won the gold medal at the Olympic Games in Paris, we have Trennis Hamilton winning the gold medal in the Youth Pan Am Games We had Alison James winning the javelin at the Carifta Games. So we are all excited, especially preparing for the Commonwealth Games.
President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Bailey Doctrove, a third place finish for Dominica at the OACS Bridge Championships. The tournament, which was held here in Dominica, ended with Martinique being crowned new champions over the weekend.
We had the open pairs. There were 14 pairs, and again St. Lucia dominated. They came first, second, with Martinique third again. And the top Dominica pair in this open pairs competition was a combination of Dr. Dorian Chillingford and Albert Astafan. And in sixth position out of the 14 were Henry Volney and Donna Langford. In the teams competition now, in the open teams, St. Lucia came first, Dominica second, and Martinique third. The Dominica team in this competition comprised Jason John Baptist and Augustus Fidel and Dr. Dorian Chillingford and Albert Astafan. In the national teams competition, Martinique came first, St. Lucia second, and Dominica third. And the Dominica team comprised Fred Issa and Dr. Richard Green and Henry Volney and Donald Langford. The final competition on the final morning was the Swiss teams, in which Dominica came first, and this was the Fidel John Baptist Chillingford Astafan combination, St. Lucia second, and the second Dominica pair of Issa Green and Volney Langford. They came third in this Swiss team competition.
And that is Henry Volney of the Dominica Bridge Association. And just to tell you that the World Cup match between France and Sweden, it is still 2-0 to France. Goals again from Kylian Mbappe and Bradley Barcola. France leading 2-0 in this encounter. The World Cup will continue later tonight from 9 p.m. with Mexico playing Ecuador. This is all the time for the sports report for this evening. I've been the presenter, Arlen Christopher, on behalf of everyone saying good evening.
Bundle and watch $98 flow back into your pocket. It's simple. Just add mobile to broadband and save big with Flow. Get fiber fast Wi-Fi at home and all the data you need on the go. We've got you covered everywhere. So what are you waiting for? It's connection times 2 and up to $98 in savings for you. Add mobile to broadband today and take your connection to the next level. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
DBS Radio gives you top quality service over any other for live streaming of funerals. Call us today at 448-3282.
Just before we cross over to the evening's community bulletin board, France, of course, tripling up their account tonight, and looks like a double for Kylian Mbappe, and France 3-up against Sweden. We bring you this evening's edition of the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. We begin with the DBS Radio Death announcements. We announce the death of Mikhail Charles, better known as Mr. Mark, Brother Mark, or Mark Hills, age 88, of the Morne St. Joseph. He died on Sunday, the 21st of June, at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. The funeral arrangements for the late Mikhail Charles, better known as Mr. Mark, Brother Mark, or Mark Hills, of the Morne St. Joseph, will be given in a subsequent announcement. The management and staff of your nation station DBS Radio extends deepest condolences to all bereaved.
your community bulletin board.
Welcome to this evening's edition of the General Announcements on the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. Harris Paints wishes to inform the public that their Portsmouth